NBA YoungBoy, we know he's been having a beef with another artist that they're using the same attorney. And it's a coincidence to see where all of this drama is going, this beef between these two guys is going to a big payday for the lawyer, a big payday for the system, the judges. That's a whole nother story. But make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me in the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. I go over everything, help well better understanding of self. Without further ado, let's get into what how the court system pleaded out NBA YoungBoy.
All right, thank you, Mr. Keller. That is a sufficient factual basis to support each of these 10 charges. Mr. Gaulden, to the charge of identity fraud, a third-degree felony, 2 separate counts, how do you plead to both of those charges? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
To the charge of forgery, a third-degree felony, 2 separate counts, both of those being third-degree felonies, how do you plead to those 2 charges?
No contest.
To the charge of pharmacy fraud, a Class A misdemeanor, 6 separate counts, how do you plead to each 6 of those charges?
No contest.
The court finds that you have knowingly and voluntarily entered your no contest pleas. I've signed the statement of defendant and will now enter that into the record. You have the right to be sentenced in not less than 2 days and not more than 45 days. It's my understanding that you would like to waive time for sentencing and be sentenced today. Is that correct, Mr. Gaulden?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear first today from Mr. Williams or any of his other attorneys. I think I understand, based on the negotiated settlement, that the attorneys with the state and with Mr. Gaulden agreed to ordering that he pay a fine in the amount of $25,000.
Correct.
And that once that's been paid, which you do have a cashier's check, that the court reduced the 4 felony charges pursuant to 76-3-402 down to 4 Class A misdemeanors, and that then the court should just close his case.
That's correct, Your Honor. And unless the court has any questions of me, I'm happy to submit if the court's comfortable with that.
I am comfortable with that. I don't have any questions, but I will give you a chance if you'd like to state anything further for the record.
Your Honor, just procedurally, I understand that it does take time for minute entries to be updated. I, as I indicated, have a cashier's check in the amount of $25,000. In fact, Mr. Keller has been kind enough to, it was mailed to his office, hold that for a couple of weeks for us. I'm asking the court to enter that order, reducing those now and closing the case, anticipating that I can give this to some court staff before I leave.
Sure.
So as if we're treating it as if it's been paid, I'm holding it now. I just don't know who to give it.
Okay. Angie, how long is that? On the way down. Yeah. All right. So after we're done with the sentencing here today, you can just go down to the front counter and pay that fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Making sure they get their $25,000.
Anything further that his counsel online need to put on the record? I think I understand the global resolution, but if you'd like to put anything further on the record, you can do so now.
No, Your Honor.
Anything from the state, Mr. Keller?
The state will submit based on that stipulated agreement. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gaulden, the court is going to impose a fine of $25,000 in order you to pay that today. It does appear that you do have a cashier's check in that amount now. And so based upon the stipulation between the state of Utah and Mr. Gaulden, the court will reduce his 4 felony counts on the identity fraud and the forgery down 1 step to Class A misdemeanors pursuant to Utah Code 76-3-402. And your case will close. Now, the reason that the court is willing to sentence you to just the fine and then closing the case, Mr. Gaulden, is because it's been represented to me that there is a global resolution between federal prosecutors and state prosecutors, whereby you will be serving a substantial amount of time in federal prison, apparently 27 months. and after which 60 months of supervised probation. Make sure you're doing active recovery, and that you are staying out of trouble and not having any dangerous weapons, including firearms, in your possession. So I'm that good men and women have a lot of talent and potential, that they get robbed of that potential and they start to really struggle with it. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and a really good future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Gaulden. Okay.
Excuse me.
So there we have it. He got a 27 months. He still got to do 60 months on probation and make sure that hold on you with the probation. He got 60 months. 27 months. He still got a couple of counts to have to do, but for the charge or RICO charge or RICO case that he got charged with to end up with that is that's a great, his lawyer did a great job. Young Thug did a great job. We're gonna see how little Durk gonna come out, because he got a good lawyer as well. I think he made some good deals, because everybody else is getting good deals. So let me know what you think in the comment section, man. You think Durk fried, or you think, he get a good sentence just like the NBA YoungBoy? Let me know what y'all think, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
You are totally dependent on other people to take care of your needs because you don't have those roots sunk into the ground. To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.